Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cleveland Browns.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team is coming in off of a win last week. They're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
It's caught inside the 25.
It don't matter.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Intended for Rashard Higgins. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking deep for Hilton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
In 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns nothing.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 35.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now the ball comes loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Jones returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters.
And he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and not.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. But he breaks through another tackle. Still on his feet. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Second down, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Taken down and sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Colts.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taken in by Pascal out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Pascal's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders matching up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Peoples-Jones returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. He's at the 30.
Here we go.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
pick them up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And again, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Hunt is not going to get there. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, 37 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Jamie Gillendown. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's Rodgers on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Indy set to go on offense once more. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and
I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Looking to throw. They've got feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Step, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. 1st down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He'll give this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
recovered by the offense.
One last shot for Mayfield here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
The passer, defense.
I don't know what the heck he was.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,